Hello everyone, it's John from Nerdy Reviews, and I got a special treat for you all today. It is Big Bad Beetleborgs. It is owned by Saban, and it's a Power Rangers-esque show. It takes Japanese footage from another show and mixes it with American footage. Unlike Power Rangers where that worked, this doesn't at all. Okay, plot. These three kids who like reading this comic called Big Bad Beetleborgs get dared by bullies to stay at this haunted house overnight. Turns out at this haunted house, it has a werewolf, a Frankenstein monster, a mummy, and a vampire. Yes. More on them later, though. And then they find this secret room, and then they play this piano, and then a ghost just pops out of nowhere and says, "Oh, hey, I'll give you a wish." Yeah, and they wish to be the characters from the comics, the Big Bad Beetleborgs. And, unknowing to them, they also bring out the villains as well. So now they have to defend their city from the villains, who are very, very not threatening whatsoever. Okay, let's start out with the haunted house and the monsters. It is shown to us that they do have magical powers and have somewhat of a fighting prowess to say. You know, obviously we all know what a werewolf and a vampire can do. Surprisingly, the mummy has magic. Yes, the mummy has magic. And then the Frankenstein monster has brute strength, and the ghost, who is named Flabber, I think that's what his name is, it doesn't matter, but he has magic too. And what did they do every time a villain usually pops up and tries to destroy the city or their house? Run in fear. And every time the kids show up at the house, every monster, except for Flabber, tries to kill them. Every time. Even when they're in their Beetleborg forms. How am I supposed to like these characters? They're not important to the plot whatsoever, except for Flabber. And let's get down to acting and writing. Okay, this was the 90s, and although Power Rangers isn't Shakespearean in its acting, it was passable. This acting they display on screen is pathetic. The writing is awful, and the special effects look cheap. They absolutely look cheap. And okay, so they bring in this character named Josh, and he is a new Beetleborg. Great. He's the White Blaster Beetleborg. Yeah. And he shows up to fight this evil Beetleborg called the Shadowborg. Yeah, he's in only one episode. Yeah, the next episode he says, you know, guys, yeah, I can't handle this. Bye-bye. Never shows up again. Ever. And what did they do with the Beetleborg? With the Morpher? I know they're called something different, but I'm going to call them Morphers. They barely use it. I don't think they ever use it again. I mean, this show is awful, and apparently the villains are self-aware. Like, they knew they were in a comic book. Here's my question, though. what happened to the people in the comic book who had the powers? What happens to them? What could have been interesting is they could have them train the kids. You know, and no, that doesn't happen. And because the kids don't have martial arts when they're in their normal state, they get civilian powers. The one kid has telepathy, and he can move stuff with his mind. The girl is super strong, and the other kid has super speed. And do they ever use these powers when they're in their beetleborg state? No, they don't. Instead, they just use them for hijinks. Yeah, this focuses on a lot of slapstick humor and stuff. It's not funny. It's not. Flabber, yeah, he's supposed to be another comic relief character besides the two bullies, the other monsters, and basically about every character in this show. Except he comes out as psychotic. I think he might be a serial killer for all I know. That might hit what he had been in his past life. Like, the way he delivers his lines, it's creepy. Yeah, this show is awful. It's on Netflix. It has a second season. I'm not going to review the second season. I don't want to be put through this experience again. All in all, never watch the show, and goodbye.